Welcome to the Discovery Doc podcast, where we advocate for optimal wellness and reducing everyday toxic loads, no matter where life takes you. I'm Dr. CeCe, doctor in nursing practice, self-proclaimed toxin tamer, and a crunchy mama.
I'm Annah Kate, a medical mystery overachiever and your discovery liaison. Join us on this exciting journey as we explore the world of holistic health, cutting-edge research, and practical solutions for a healthier life. Together, we'll navigate through the complexities of wellness, sharing valuable insights and expert advice.
Tune in to the Discovery Doc podcast. Get ready to be inspired, empowered, and discover a whole new way of looking at your health.
Welcome to another powerful episode of Discovery Digest, the Discovery Doc podcast. I'm your host, medical mystery achiever Anna Kate, alongside my co-host, functional medicine toxin tamer, Dr. CeCe, doctor of nursing practice. This is a show where we uncover stories of transformation, resilience, and healing. Today, we're revisiting our conversation with the extraordinary Kayla Harrison. Not only is she a two-time Olympic gold medalist and an MMA world champion, but she's also a beacon of inspiration and resilience. In today's episode, we're going to look back on episode 32, From Pain to Purpose, Kayla Harrison's journey to triumph, and we'll dive deep into her life story and lessons she's learned along the way. So let's go back and take a listen to episode 32, From Pain to Purpose, Kayla Harrison's journey to triumph.
Today, yes, terrible things happen to me, and terrible things happen all over the world. Bad things happen. It's part of life. And I'm an adult now, and I'm safe, I'm loved, I'm secure, I'm okay, and I make the decisions for my life.
Yeah.
I choose who I am, how I am, what I put out into this world. It's my choice. So once I took that power back, I guess, so to speak, the whole game changed. My life became much more peaceful and much more aligned with who I wanted to be as a human.
That it's so hard because to transition into that, because I spent the majority of 18 to 24 years old, I spent blaming my dad. And honestly blaming them both, because there was and I was asking that question because growing up I didn't hear that. I had both parents in a house. We grew up very comfortably, but those words I never heard. I love you, I'm proud of you. It just wasn't a thing. I also had a sister who was all the attention was kind of on in a negative way because she was going through a lot of her own just struggles and demons. But I spent so many years blaming my parents that it truly takes a lot of inner work to then come out the other side and be like, whoa, yes, that was my experience, but that doesn't mean I need to live via that experience, and it takes a lot of hard work. But going back, how did you adjust then? When you moved from Ohio to Massachusetts, so close to such an intense event in your life, how did you adjust? And I know, Big Jim played a big role eventually. I don't know if it was then or later on, but how did you adjust through that, girl? Because that's tough.
Yeah. I mean, this is where I feel like a spiritual element really comes into place. And this is where I feel like God, had his hand in my life. I ended up on the Pedros, Jimmy and his father, Big Jim. I ended up on their doorstep, and I thank God every day for that. I could have ended up in another abuser's hand. I could have ended up in, I could have ended up doing drugs. I could have been there were so many. I was so raw and so broken and so just I thought I was to blame. I thought it took two. I was so brainwashed and groomed into believing that I was the problem. And I thank God every day for the Pedros, because not only did they change my life, but they saved my life. They became my family, and they became the people who I learned to trust, and I learned to believe in. They believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. And I mean, it's hard because at first I thought it was all based on, again, my accomplishments. Like they want me to be better because they want me to win a gold medal, or they want me to be this athlete. And it took years for me to realize that, like, if I never won anything ever again, Big Jim wouldn't care. Like, he
Yeah.
doesn't give a shit. There are so many successful people who he's been a part of their life, and he's not a part of their life because they're not good people. He cared about me because of who I was, and that that saved my life. Like, if I had ended up on anybody else's doorstep, I would not be the person that I am today. I would not have the success story that I have today.
Are you or do you know a mother-to-be? Transform your pregnancy and postpartum journey with the Ultimate Pregnancy and Postpartum Guide. Discover a wealth of essential resources and practical tips for healthy and joyful experience. This 30-page comprehensive guide is packed with must-have supplements, safe healing modalities, nourishing recipes, and expert advice to support you during pregnancy and beyond. This guide includes 2 exclusive bonuses. Bonus number 1, Home Birth Essentials Checklist. Ensure a smooth and stress-free home birth experience. Bonus number 2, Navigating Mastitis Naturally. Explore natural remedies to alleviate discomfort and promote healing. Don't miss out on this invaluable resource. Download the Ultimate Pregnancy and Postpartum Guide today and embrace a holistic approach to motherhood. Today's story time, the unseen arch of triumph. Imagine you're standing at the edge of an unmarked trail that twists and turns until you can't even see where it might end. But you hesitate, glancing back at the safety of the familiar, but then something deeper pushes you forward. It's an uncertain journey, but one that promises growth, healing, and perhaps even triumph. Kayla Harrison stood on such a trail. Growing up in a small town in Ohio, Kayla faced unimaginable hardships. Her parents' divorce, her father's alcoholism, and later, the crushing weight of abuse from her judo coach. These experiences shattered her perception of safety and self-worth, leading her to a crossroads many of us face. Do we turn back to the familiar pains, or do we step into the unknown terrains of healing and transformation? Perhaps you felt this too. The weight of past traumas, the scars of emotional wounds that never quite healed. Like Kayla, you may have sought external validation, hoping it would fill the void. Kayla tried. She sought refuge and validation through judo, earning accolades and gold medals. And while those victories brought momentary reprieve, they were not the remedy for her internal battles. As you explore this path, imagine yourself mastering something, not for the applause, but for the peace that it brings. Whether it's painting, archery, tennis, chess, mastery isn't about the trophies on your shelf, but the quiet moments where you are fully present, lost in the rhythm of your art or sport. Kayla's journey led her to shift her emphasis from external accolades to internal growth. When she founded the Fearless Foundation, it wasn't just a step to help others. It was an affirmation of her healing. She realized that becoming truly triumphant means addressing the internal struggles rather than merely seeking outward applause. Look into your own life. Visualize a time when you had to be brave, perhaps stepping into a new job, ending a toxic relationship, or facing a deeply buried trauma. Did you take those steps? If not, what holds you back? Is it the familiar comfort of disassociation where you let each day blur into the next without ever truly being present? Here's the ripple effect. Kayla's story is about finding mastery not in medals, but in moments. It's about being a parent who embodies strength and vulnerability, showing your children that being safe, seen, soothed, and secure starts with those feelings inside yourself. It's about shifting your mindset from, why did this happen to me, to, how can I use this to become stronger and help others? Just as Kayla had a support system in Big Jim, seeking out your champions, seek your people who see your struggles, believe in your potential, and stand by you as you walk this path of healing. Surround yourself with those who understand that triumph isn't absence of pain, but the transformation of it into purpose. As this episode ends, reflect on your gold medal moments. They might not come with the crowds of cheering and applause, but in the quiet victory of being utterly present and engaged with life. So next time you find yourself at the edge of the unseen trail, remember Kayla's journey and hear her echo. Healing is ongoing. It takes discipline, self-love, and the courage to walk through pain towards purpose. Since we recorded her first episode, renowned mixed martial artist and multiple Olympic gold medalist Kayla Harrison has taken the UFC world by storm, showcasing her exceptional talent and determination inside the octagon. After her recent April 2024 triumph over Holly Holm at UFC 300, former UFC women's bantamweight contender Aspen Ladd boldly stated that nobody on the current roster is capable of stalling Kayla Harrison's pursuit of gold. Kayla Harrison continues her unstoppable rise in the UFC, and we, the Discovery Doc family, are cheering her on. Discover a wealth of knowledge and perspectives on your health and wellness by subscribing to the Discovery Doc. Stay up to date with new episodes, expert interviews, and eye-opening discussions on topics that matter to you. You can also watch all episodes on YouTube. Join our community and hit that subscribe button today. Thank you for listening and being a part of the Discovery Doc community. Your health journey is uniquely yours, but you don't have to walk it alone. Together, we raise awareness, share stories, and empower one another on the path of healing and well-being. See you next time on the Discovery Doc podcast. Before you go, this is the part where we have to get a little serious. Just a little. Please remember that the information shared in this podcast is for general informational and entertainment purposes only. While we strive to provide accurate and helpful information, we're not here to replace your doctor or healthcare provider. Think of us as your friendly health enthusiast gal pals who love sharing what we know, but always remember to consult with a qualified medical professional before taking any action based on the content of this podcast. And just like the Pirates Code, this disclaimer may change from time to time, so be sure to check back for updates. Stay healthy, stay happy, and don't forget to laugh. It's good for you.